and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening, everybody. I'm trying to type and think at the same time. Typing and thinking is not easy. 2, 1. Oh, what? No. Yeah, there is something weird. Oh, I know why. My shift key is pressed down. No, it's this shift key here is pressed down. Right, hello everybody. Sorry about this. Thinking isn't easy for me, says Ryan. No, you're quite right. 30 seconds to go, then Victoria is off. We have upped the bias to 110% because this looks like a bit too easy workout, to be honest. It's only 4.48 kilometres, 400 meters intervals, but even at 110%, it's only 12.6 kilometers per hour. So anyway, there we are. So happy running, ladies. Enjoy yourselves, and away they go. Right. So this is called I Run Like a Girl. It's a women-only event, which Victoria is taking part in. It's not a race, it's a workout. It's an interval set at 400 times 6. Kathy McManus says she's thinking the same about upping the bias. We've got Wanda Archer with us. Tony Hamlin has joined us. And who else do I recognise? Kathy is there as well, but I can't see anyone else's name that I recognise. Muller, maybe I recognise. We had a problem with this workout the other day when it didn't load at all, and so everybody ended up just running 5 kilometres with no goal or kind of reason. But the workout has now been fixed, but it does look like it's rather slow, so I don't know if it's deliberately been set very slow or what, but we've upped it to 110%. Atana007 says, what is bias? Okay, so if I go on the screen here, can you see the map? Oh, hang on a minute. There. Right, can you see my mouse moving about there? So if we go over here, look at where it says 110% on the top left there. So you can make that go up and down, and that will increase or decrease the difficulty of the workout. So if we press the arrow there, it'll go down. If we press the arrow there, it'll go up, but it will only go up to 110 or down to 90. 12.2, Victoria. Leo Loughran, hello, Stephen and Victoria says. Right, Ryan Perring says Kathy needs an easy run because she's joining us later. Yeah, but she can't do an easy run now and an easy run later. She'll do a hard workout now and then she'll have an easy run with you later. I think the tech is okay. Oh yeah, and we're meandering left and right again. We don't have any power, so let's take the power off here. There we go. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to ask me, please fire it away in the chat because I am here watching. I am not running this run. Victoria's doing it, so she's doing all the hard work and I'm standing here enjoying myself. Although I am going to jump on and do a very relaxed 10k after this. Well, I'll keep the stream on if you want to chat to me, but it's not going to be a thrilling run. Just a very simple 10k in 1 hour to add to my data set. Bear with me 1 second. Bit more light on the subject there. Atana says I've worked my magic. Right, so it's we're into the first set. Okay, we're into the first 400. Victoria looking nice and relaxed, taking it easy. Marin is just up ahead. Marin from Spain. So this workout is written and organised by a triathlete by the name of Angela can't remember her surname. Let me just look it up. Angela. She's a professional triathlete, and she's organised this series of workouts. So if I just find the run, yes, down to 7.4, but virtually walk it. When you go through the, no, not yet. When you go through the arch. Oh, have you? No, it didn't. No, you have. I don't think you have been through the arch yet. I think it moved. Right, now you go down. Right. Yeah. Sometimes the arch moves. Did you? Okay. Right, let me see if I can find this run now, because here we are. Okay, so let's read this. I Race Like a Girl is a women's endurance team and community created and supported by professional triathlete Angela Naeth, Naeth. They aim to provide opportunities for girls and women of all ages and abilities to support, encourage and inspire one another in the sport of triathlon, cycling, running and swimming. Atana 007 says, Victoria, you make it look easy. Well, your avatar is running. Why are you walking? You could be running, you could be jogging slowly. Right, Victoria's wondering why we're walking. She's such a snob, isn't she? She's such a speed snob. Right, come on then. Pick it up again. So another 400 metres at 12.6 kilometres per hour. And I reckon Victoria should be putting it up to 13, to be honest. For the last 4, do 13, yeah? And then you can do 8 kilometres per hour for the recovery. I know. You won't, but you'll still get your stars. Although you might not get your star for the first one because you slowed down a lot. Although actually it is only 1 star for the entire workout. For the entire 6 reps, it's only 1 star. John Maddox says, go girl. Tina Beard says, have a good run. Clive Finnimore says, good evening. Sorry, those messages were all 10 minutes ago. I missed them all. I apologise. Well, now it says, and recover. They're all out of time, those messages, aren't they? Right, so somebody needs to sort out this workout and get it fixed, because even though it was kind of fixed the other day, it's now still not quite right. So we're into the second workout already, but it looks like it thinks we're in the recovery, doesn't it? Kathy McManus says, let's get these stars, ladies. Right, so we're about to go through the arch for the end of the second interval. And recovery, Victoria's going to do recovery at 8 kilometres per hour. Yep. So down to 8 kilometres per hour. Keep you running, you see. No point in walking. Right, nice gentle jog at 8 kilometres per hour. Okay, so this is the 400 metre recovery. What's your heart rate looking like? 142, nice and easy. Tyler says she's getting faster. Yeah. Leo says, how are you feeling from yesterday, Stephen? Not sure if you have run at all this morning. Are you running? I'm running tonight. Yeah, Leo, just an easy 10k tonight. Very, you know me, I do my 1 hour 10ks. A very easy pace, 10 kilometers an hour, obviously. My legs feel fine, yeah. That was, last night was hard, but it was easier than I thought, if that makes any sense. Right, away we go. 13 kilometers an hour now, Victoria, for these last 4. Okay, 13 kilometers an hour for 400 meters. We're on the 3rd one of 6 of this interval session. This is called I Race Like a Girl, and it's a women-only event organised by triathlete Angela Naeth. But we have seen 1 or 2 little bugs in the system. The messages are coming up at rather odd times, and I don't know if it's deliberately been programmed to be very slow, but we're at 110%. Yeah, Wonder Archer is going faster as well. There's the blue arch just over the bridge. So what we'll do in a second is we will go and have a look at what the other runners are doing, have a look at their heart rate and see how they are coping with this workout. So if you are taking part in this workout and you're listening, hello to you. Oh, that's a point. Yeah, Victoria won't know when to go back up, will she? We'll have a very quick look around everyone else. So this is recovery now, down to 8 kilometers per hour for the recovery, 180 meters of recovery. So up at the front there is Marin. Ride onto her. She's going a bit faster than everybody else. Wonder Archer has caught Victoria up, and so she's doing well. Now the thing is, we cannot see everybody's heart rate, can we? We can't see what people are doing because we're locked into Victoria's workout, and so we actually can't see how everyone else is doing. But we'll just very, very quickly nip to Hamlin there. And Comkern from the Zwift long distance runners in Spain. And Mundisev. Yeah, and away we go, Victoria. Here we go, coming up to the arch. Okay, so 400 meters at 13 kilometers an hour for number 4. So after this one, only 2 to go. So where were we? So Müller from Switzerland is off. She's running. And Wernitz from Germany. Hello to you. Is Davison from the UK. And Palmater from Canada. Good job, guys. Nolan from the UK. Well done to you. It'd be really, really good to see all of you guys in plenty of other events on Zwift. KA from Canada and Waller. What country flag is that? Is that Holland? No, Italy. No, Hungary. Hungary? I think it's Hungary. Okay, back to Victoria. Interval number 4 of 6. 400 meter reps. We've got it up at the bias of 110%, and Victoria's going faster than that as well, because it calls for 12.6 kilometers now. Victoria's going at 13. Yeah, Victoria was saying earlier on that being in the Zwift Run Academy is encouraging a lot of people to go beyond their limits, or go beyond what they thought they were capable of, push themselves a little bit harder. You're perfectly capable of this speed though. You could do this at 14 kilometers an hour if you wanted to. Yeah. Right, so it looks like Victoria's doing the interval section a little bit harder than Wanda, but Wanda is taking the recoveries a bit faster. So after this, we're going to stay live. When Victoria's finished, I'll just jump on the treadmill. We need to restart Zwift, so it's in my account name, but after 5 minutes we'll get going. I'll just do a nice relaxed 10k on the treadmill. Oh yeah, and we'll just check that we'll check whether Victoria gets a t-shirt or not. So we'll need to log out and then log back into Victoria's account, see if she's got the t-shirt, then log back out of her account again and log into my account. Yeah, well, earlier in the week the workout didn't seem to work at all, did it? I think people just ran 5k and there was no instructions for the workout at all. Right, away we go again. So this is number 5 now, 13 kilometers an hour for 400 meters. So those messages are popping up from an M Quick, whoever M Quick is. She must be running because she actually has just replied to a live question from somebody, so that's interesting. Yeah, the run leader is M Quick, yes. So there's Waller, there's Y Rex. We're well over halfway. I don't know what she's saying halfway for, because we're well over halfway. Well, they can't be, because it's done on a time. Is it time? No, of course it's not done timed. It's done by distance, isn't it? Roshan. So here's our run leader walking it through quick, and there's Kathy, who's walking her recovery as well. Brooch and Collins is there. Well done to Collins. Cookies. Not sure if it's meant to be quite that slow. Right, Kathy is using her drone for snack delivery again. Leo says Victoria has definitely improved her overall running. She's so relaxed to me and looks like she could easily up her work rate. Yeah, she definitely could. She could definitely go faster than this. This is kind of relatively comfortable for Victoria. 1 kilometre left of the run. Oh, hang on a minute. That's a bit strange, isn't it? So you've finished all 6. You've got your star for 6 of them. But now you've got 400 metres cool down. But it says you've got 1 kilometre left to go of the run. Something's not quite right with the workout, is it? So we think Victoria only did 5 intervals and finished, and has got 400 metres of cool down now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it says here you've got 860 metres left to run, but you're in the 400 metre cool down, which is a bit strange. Ryan Perring says, you've got to love all these weird errors. Clive Finnimore is going to jump on for 30 minutes run. Yeah. Are you sure you didn't do 6 intervals? We'll be able to count it later. Yeah, that's true. Right, well, maybe you should just do another set now, 400 metres. So Victoria's going to do another 400 metres at 13, just for the sake of it, even though she hasn't got any markers on the screen. Just do 400 metres from now. So that'll take you down to 300 metres to go. Can't type. John Brown says it wouldn't be a Stephen Cousins stream without some kind of tech issues. Yeah, but normally the tech issues are caused by me or are my fault. But these tech issues are definitely something to do with the workout. 1 kilometre per hour? That's not right. So the cool down is at what? Right, you're in the cool down now. Oh, I see. No, sorry, hang on. You're right. Yeah, you've got 50 metres to go. Sorry. Yeah, you were doing. Right, so you can cool down now. You can cool down now, Victoria. 1 kilometre per hour for the cool down. Gabrielle Waller is on a long cool down. Yes. Yeah, a few people have said they only did 5. So we stuck an extra one in there. 1 kilometre. No, we're not doing 1 kilometre an hour. Tony Tomlin says, great running, Victoria. Winter Powell says, great job, Victoria. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. So I'm going to jump on now and just do an hour of relaxed running. Nothing spectacular at all. Did a hard effort last night, so I'm just chilling out today. Just 10k today. Tony Tomlin says, don't fall asleep at that speed. Rex says, this is a good comeback workout for me after the marathon. Yeah, fair enough. Well done, says Clive. Ryan Downey says, I do 1 kilometre per hour in my sleep. Susanna Loughran says, good running, Victoria. Ryan, is that getting up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet? Yeah, no, Ryan's much older than he makes out, you know. Right, well done, everybody. Good job. A few technical errors in that workout that needs sorting out, but I'm sure they'll manage to do that eventually. But yeah, that workout is a bit weird. But nice to have that event. Some people, you know, if you're worried about running in a mixed group, if you prefer to just run with other women or women of your ability, then there are runs on Zwift for you. So there we go. You can stop if you want to, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've done your other one at the end there. So you've got your one at the beginning, which you thought you'd passed through the thing and you hadn't. Oh, no. Yeah. So it was definitely only 5 intervals. Chrissy says the last interval's gone for me as well. So yeah, we were missing the last interval. It was too slow, really, overall, for a workout. Yeah, I mean, if it was an easy recovery run, then fair enough. But if it was supposed to be a workout which was a bit challenging, then it was too slow. So a few things that Angela needs to sort out with her workout file there. But that's Victoria done. She can go and get showered and make the dinner. Oh yes, right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to save this. Let's just have a few photos. Yeah, we've got some photos there. Hang on. Oh, I did take another one at the beginning when we logged on, but yeah, never mind. Right, so we'll save that. And then we're going to log back in and see if we get a t-shirt in the garage. So let's just log back in here. Yeah. Right, so let's see what happens when we log in here. I like the phrase "a funky cool down," Ryan. That's good. Up there you can see Victoria has done 5 workouts now of the 8, and she's done her 2 group runs and 2 group races. Well, just 2 group runs. Right, just waiting for Watopia to load, and then we'll go. Okay, let's go into the garage. Right, it says we've got 2 new things. Maybe not new. Right, shirt. Running shirt 11. That's for leveling up, because you leveled up, didn't you, the other day? Right, so it's not there. No, what's that one? That's the Tour of Watopia. That's the Run Festival. That's the Tour de Zwift. Adidas. Cirque. Watopia Run Festival, Pride On, ZRS June, Running Shirt 13, 12, 11, Gosh Run. Yeah, no, so we haven't got a t-shirt, but I didn't know that we were supposed to get a t-shirt. So anyway, okay, we haven't got a t-shirt there. What are the socks? Let's have a look what we've got here. No, oh, well they're new apparently. Solid black. Okay. Headgear. No, don't like that. Okay, there you go. Right, okay, so Victoria hasn't got a new t-shirt or anything. So we'll log out of Victoria's account now and we'll log into mine, and I shall do 10 gentle kilometres. I'll have the heart rate monitor, please. Yeah, okay. Let me jumper off in a minute. Turn the fan off because it's blooming freezing in here. put the camera angles on again now. Yeah, I wore them on my own. Okay, here we are logging into my account and we'll go and do 10 kilometres, just get my heart rate and my power sorted. So if you want to ask questions, if you're interested in chatting, by all means please do. I'm quite happy to chat. I don't want to talk overly because I want to keep my heart rate relatively comfortable. But, don't mind a little chat if you want to talk. Good. Victoria's made my heart rate monitor all sweaty and power. Already got power on. So let's run. Tina Beard says she's going to have dinner, so well done, Victoria, and we'll see you another day. Take care, Tina. Heart rate monitor. Oh no, it's crashed. Oh no, Zwift has crashed. Right, let's just restart the whole computer then. That's annoying. I wonder why it did that. Daniel Dury says, what is your favourite map in Zwift? I think it has to be Watopia, really. Because there's so much in Watopia. It's so kind of varied. So Watopia first, yeah. I do like New York. I do like London. I'm not really bothered about Harrogate, North Yorkshire. I'm not really bothered about Richmond. Innsbruck is nice to go to occasionally. But I would say London, Watopia and New York. I like running around Paris, but I'm not that bothered about the France map. So Paris, yes, but the France map I'm not bothered about really. Maybe going up Van Top is all right, but I think the kind of countryside is not that interesting in the France map. Paris is good. Crit City and Bologna, yeah, I mean I can deal with them for races. That's no problem. But definitely, if you want to enjoy your run in some nice scenery, then New York, London, or Watopia. Watopia, top of the list really, because there's so many places to go. And that's where we're going now, letting the computer reload. And then we're just going to do 10k nice and easy for 1 hour. So let's pair the power meter. To be honest. Okay. Right, Victoria's off to have a shower and make the dinner. Let's pair power. What's going on? What's going on with Zwift? It keeps crashing all the time. This is not good. No, this is not good at all. That's twice it's just crashed. Anybody else noticing this? Not good, not good. Is it something to do with my power meter? Is it something to do with the stride? This is a bit weird. Try this one more time, shall we? Ryan Perring says his run struggled to save earlier. Yeah, well, I'm a bit worried about this. What's going on here? This shouldn't be crashing, should it? It seems to be fairly solid here, but then I go in and try and pair. Let's try and pair the... It's going to crash again. It's going to crash again. Come on. What is going on? It's crashed. It has crashed again. What is happening? Ryan Downey says, this is the stream we all know and love. Yeah. Well, you can bloody well hang on and watch what happens then. You can suffer with me. So, are we going to wait? Am I going to wait and see if it does anything? Not responding, it says at the top there. Ace Ventura, I haven't run yet today. Victoria has finished running. She's just done her run. And I was about to run, but it looks like I might be scuppered because it's yeah, you're all fine. So Daniel says the music's still playing. Well, yeah, the stream is fine. It's just that Zwift has crashed 3 times now. 3 times it's crashed. Not responding. Right, close the program. Right, try again. Let's see what happens. Maybe I need to reload. Shall I reload the computer again? Let's try one more time. Atana 007 wants me to do a full body workout on the dance floor. I don't think you want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, here we go. What do you mean? Oh, you're right. Clive Finnemore says seems okay here. Yeah, I think it's something to do with my setup. I don't think it's a server issue. I think it's to do with. I have a feeling it's to do with my Stride footpod, and it's crashing the system. Right, let's just press run again. So we're logged on, everything's fine there. But then if we go right, I'm going to do this one more time. If this crashes again, I'm just not going to use power. I'm just going to start running. So here we go to the pairing screen. Let's go to the run screen, the ride screen. No, it's crashed again. Look, it's crashed again. Why is that? What is going on? Any ideas? Anyone got any ideas why it's crashing? Right, I'm going to restart the computer completely from scratch one more time. And then we'll go again. Not like this. Hashtag not like this. Yeah. Leo, 9th time lucky. I'm not doing it 9 times. This is the last. Right, this is the last time I'm going to load it and try and get power. If it crashes again, we'll try one more time to get power. If it crashes again, I'll just load it back up. I won't restart the computer. I'll just load it back up. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Sign out and sign back in again. Yes. Interesting. Good thought. Okay, well, let's just try this one more time now, and then we'll have one more go signing out and signing in. So, as you know, my computer does this all by itself. So I just have to stand here and wait for it to do its thing. I'm getting cold. It's freezing. So we've got the Zwift Login program, which automatically logs us in, presses the ride button, and away we go. As soon as we get to the login screen, I'm going to click the ride button. Leo understands. Leo's been through this before. Right, there's the login. All my little helper programs loading as well. Right. Now it's crashed again, look. Completely crashed. What happens if I want to ride? Right, let's log out. Let's do what Atana says and log out and log back in again. Troubleshooting. Solutions, not problems. The thing is, Leo, if it was a race or like a workout that I had to do at some point, then I would be really annoyed at this point and frustrated. As it is, because I'm just doing a kind of random run, I'm not, I feel for you guys having to watch this rubbish, but right, do I dare to press? No, it's crashed again, hasn't it? Oh, I'm giving up on pressing. I'm giving up on it now. We'll just... Oh dear, that's just crap, isn't it? Right, Ace Ventura says, come on, I know you can fix it. I'm not sure I can, mate. I'm not sure I can. I think we're just going to have to go with no power and just run. I do not know why it's doing it. But if I wanted to ride my bike, I'd be in trouble, wouldn't I? Because I wouldn't be able to change screens. Right, we'll do power on my watch. That's what we'll do. So we'll do a treadmill run. Let's turn off my heart rate monitor, so I've got wrist heart rate from the watch here. So that's off. So I'm going to record on my watch as well as on Zwift. So I've got power on the watch. Yeah, Victoria says ditch the power. I'm ditching the power. Okay. Right, 10 kilometers an hour for 1 hour. And got heart rate. Just double check I've got the correct heart rate monitor on. Yeah, I have. Okay, let's go. I'm not moving. Unbelievable. I'm not moving. Right, okay, fine. Right, treadmill off, treadmill on. Streaming 101. It's not streaming 101, it's Zwifting 101. The stream's going fine. Everything's working on the stream. Cameras are working, audio's fine, music's on. Look, I can even change the music to the old music now. I've done something different. Look. He says, no, I can't. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, because I didn't save it the last time. I did all that work and I didn't save it. How annoying. Oh, well, never mind. Right, let's see if it's going to work now. Yay! Oh, no, but hang on. Right, let's go. Oh, dear, what a joke. 10 kilometres an hour. Still wearing my jumper. Hello Zwifters, welcome to another episode of How to Run on Zwift, How Not to Run on Zwift. Right, so in a minute I need to work out how to take off my jumper whilst running. That'll be fun. We'll just do 1 kilometre and warm up a little bit, and I'll take my jumper off. If this had worked from the outset, I'd be finished by now, nearly. The idea is to keep the heart rate nice and low and just do a very, very gentle 10k. I'm recording on Zwift and on the watch, so we'll have two separate files. Oh, who's that speeding round? Buero from France, going at 20 kilometres an hour. Clive Finnemore says, hold on to something while I'm taking my jumper off. Yeah. It's been freezing in here, absolutely freezing. That should be good for keeping my heart rate down though. It's one thing they say about indoor running, is people say your heart rate will be higher, partly because you're inside and it's warmer. But I've never subscribed to that because it's always bloody freezing in here. I've got burgers for my lunch, for my dinner. Vegetarian burgers. Well, I suppose in the summertime it does get pretty hot in here. So yeah, fair enough. Leo, I think you live on your treadmill more than I do. Right. We're still going around the track. If the camera angles change it, yeah, there we go. We're going off to Ocean Boulevard now. Off we go. Still don't feel warm enough to take my jumper off though. Clive Finnemore's got veggie chili tonight. So I've got veggie burgers. Clive's got veggie chili. Ryan, you got vegetarian anything? Leo, vegetarian food for your dinner tonight? I bet Leo's having a massive steak, isn't he? There you go, vegetarian sausage rolls, nice one. Kobe on Twitch has had 5 Big Macs for dinner with 20 nuggets. Don't believe you. Okay, so we're not going to the desert today then? So we're headed into the water, under the water. Heart rate is good and low, but we are very early into the run. But the idea tonight, I think, I want to keep it under 120 if I can. So average heart rate for the whole run would be really nice if I can keep it about 118, something like that. So if it starts going up later on, I'm going to stop talking. We need to catch up a bit. We're 10 seconds behind on that because of that slow start. Leah's got chicken breast fillets, ×2, vegetables, and dessert sticky toffee pudding with custard. Nice one. I don't know what we're having for dessert. I'm not sure we're having any dessert. Victoria, what have we got for dessert? Ben Goran Johansson, good evening to you, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to do it tonight. I'll do the Zwift Academy tomorrow. I did a hard effort last night. I wanted an easy day today. So that's why I haven't done the Zwift Academy today. Sussex Geezer, wow, haven't heard from you for a while. Hello. Ryan Perring has done workout 4 and workout 5 in the same run earlier on. So he says he's gradually catching up. Ace, I've got a jumper on, believe it or not. Ace Ventura says long sleeves. Yeah, I'm wearing a jumper because it's freezing cold in the shed here. But I am going to take it off in a minute. So then I'll have my normal Zwift vest on underneath. So when we get to 2 kilometres, I'll take it off. Oh, well done, Clive. You know they've changed the rules again, don't you now? So the rules were that you had to do 8 workouts and 2 races if you wanted to be in the Berlin team. So although there were group runs, you weren't supposed to do them. You're supposed to do the group races, but nobody realised that, nobody knew that. So then we started telling people that you have to do the races. And then we had a meeting with HQ a couple of nights ago, and they said, oh no, we've changed our minds now. You don't have to do the races at all. You can do the group runs and still qualify for Berlin. So, what are you going to do? I don't know. But I mean, at least it means that people who have already done all the workouts and 2 group runs don't have to now go and do 2 group races as well. So they are in contention for Berlin. Yeah, HR and cadence. Yeah, you still need HR and cadence though. I think they were just worried that a lot of people hadn't realised that you had to do the races to qualify for Berlin. You would still qualify, you would still graduate the Zwift Run Academy if you did the group runs, but you wouldn't have qualified for Berlin, like to be in contention for Berlin. So they changed the rules because I think they realised that people hadn't quite grasped it. So rather than cause a fuss, they've just said they will accept people doing the group runs. Ideally though, they want people to do the races so they can get an idea of what speed people can go at. Like what's the best effort for somebody. Right, heart rate gradually going up. Yeah, it does you're right, it makes sense to race, doesn't it? Right, we'll stay at this speed for a little bit longer. I'm just going to take my jumper off. Wish me luck. We do not want to fall off the treadmill. I actually haven't done any races yet. Definitely warmed up a bit now. Right, there we go. Thank you, Clive. Clive says, well done on taking my jumper off without crashing and burning on the treadmill. Buenaventura, I'll probably do the Zwift Academy workout number, what is it, 6 now? Is it workout number 6? So I'll probably do that tomorrow evening. So 24 hours or so from now. What do you mean, Atana? how are you jumping up and down to make the treadmill work? I don't have to do any jumping up and down. It just works by itself. I plug it in and it goes. I could step off this treadmill and it'd just carry on. Mind you, only for a minute though. It kind of recognises when you're not on the treadmill, so it'll keep going for 1 minute, I think, and then it'll stop by itself. I've got my New Balance 1080s on today. They seem to have, it's really weird. They went through a stage of cutting up my feet, my ankles. So for a little while, they were chopping up my ankles. It really hurt, and I stopped wearing them for a bit. And now I've put them back on again, and they don't seem to be doing it anymore. Paul Rambry says, good evening, first time viewer. Just got a treadmill. What foot pod would you suggest for Zwift? Paul, it depends how experienced you are, how keen you are. So the foot pod that would be best for Zwift and that we recommend to everyone is the Stride foot pod. So S-T-R-Y-D, the Stride. But it's quite expensive. I mean, like £150, £200 nearly. So you have to know that you are going to be wanting to use Zwift and use the treadmill a lot. If you want to just get an idea, then you can get the Zwift pod, which is about £30. It's not the greatest treadmill in the world, not the greatest foot pod in the world, but it'll give you an idea of what it's like to run on Zwift. But if you're an experienced runner, if you run a lot anyway, you will quickly become frustrated by the Zwift pod. The other option is something called the Run Smart Treadmill Sensor, which is a unit that sits on the side of your treadmill and actually measures the speed of your treadmill belt. So that's another option. And that's about £70 UK price. Finimore likes his poker rockets. Are they the ones with the kind of, it's not a carbon fibre plate, but it is a plate. I think it's like a plastic plate. It replaces what would be the carbon plate, makes them a bit cheaper, is that right? Right, we're catching up a bit now. So let's just drop back down to 10 kilometres an hour. So we're doing 10 kilometres in 1 hour. So that would normally be 10 kilometres an hour. But because we had a little bit of a fault at the beginning of the run, we were about 10 seconds behind pace. So we just needed to catch up a bit. Paul, yeah, good choice, buddy. If you can stretch to it, and then your next step up after that is to get yourself a smart treadmill. So then you don't need a foot pod at all, and your treadmill connects directly to Zwift, which is what I've got here. Paul Deering says, really enjoyed your latest video with Damian Hall. Filmed my underpants, yep. Yeah, I did feel like we were running quite fast some of the time. It was difficult to film, hold the camera, chat, and run at that pace at the same time. If you've not seen it, today I uploaded my interview with Damian Hall. That's on my Film My Run YouTube channel, if you want to go and have a look at that. It's quite long, it's about 53 minutes long. So it's a long, in-depth chat, mainly about UTMB, also about his whole running career, really. So yeah, Clive says there's something in the shoes. He's not sure what. They're nice and comfy, he's got no blisters. They fit well with no slippage, good. And Vidar says he bought his girlfriend some Hoka Rockets for Christmas. Good stuff. Well, I might have to try a pair then. Heart rate 115. So looking really good heart rate wise at the moment. Because I'm talking quite a lot, aren't I? So quite pleased that the heart rate is relatively low. Rocket X, okay, yeah. Actually, the Rocket X is the one with the carbon plating, isn't it? And Ryan is looking at the Rincon 2s. I've never tried them. Are the Rincons road shoes? They're road shoes, aren't they? Yeah, Vidar says, confirms that is, so the Rocket X has the carbon plate, yes. Well, you won't get anything better than Hoka's for softening the tarmac beneath your feet, that's true. Vidar's bought himself the Rincon 2. What do you think of them? And Clive's got Rocket X, okay. So I think I'll buy myself some Rocket X actually. I think we've got to try them out, haven't we? Tim Gross didn't like them though, I don't think. Santiago, hello buddy. Santiago from Canada.
Nice.
No gifts for the kids at Christmas, Vidar. That's a good idea. That would save a lot of money, wouldn't it? Okay, so we want to hit 4 kilometres in 24 minutes. And that would mean we're on course. Off we go onto the desert flats. I don't think I've ever turned off that road before. Unless I did it in my 100 miler. Maybe I think I did do it in the 100 miler. I seem to remember that bridge now. I mean, I know I've run this section before, but whether I actually turned off there or not, I don't know. 4K done, 24 minutes done. So we're on course. Just keep going at 10 kph for this next kilometre and see where we are at halfway. Gradually increasing my data set, lots and lots of 10 kilometre per hour, 1 hour runs, both on the treadmill and outdoors, using the stride foot pod and using a heart rate chest strap. And the idea is to see if we can see over a series of 50 to 100 runs whether we can see a difference between running on the treadmill at 10 kph and running outdoors at 10 kph. Is the heart rate going to be higher indoors or outdoors? How far off is the stride foot pod? See, if we can prove that in general the speed of the treadmill is more in line with your outdoor speed, then that kind of proves that the stride needs calibrating. I think we've already decided that really, but it'd be great to have some data that shows my indoor heart rate over, a good number of runs, 50 runs, let's say, that my indoor heart rate is equivalent to, matches my outdoor heart rate for the same pace on the treadmill and outdoors. And that if you run at the strides pace, so say you ran 10 kilometers an hour according to the stride on the treadmill, that your heart rate is significantly higher. My evidence so far is that actually there's very little difference, really. You tend to add about, if you run to the stride over 10 kilometers, if you run to the stride pace, you tend to add 500 meters, 4 to 500 meters extra on your run. But in terms of heart rate, that doesn't seem to make a great deal of difference. If you spread out that 500 meters over the 10 kilometers, you're not really working that much harder. So it seems at the moment like there's not much of a difference. But I want to do plenty of runs. Stephen Smith, good evening to you, buddy.
Nice.
There's another one of those heart rate dips, look, 93 BPM there. Oh, hang on a minute, I haven't put the playlist on. I'm so sorry about that. You've been looking at my ugly face all the time. There you go, I'm so sorry about that. Half an hour of looking at my ugly mug. That's no good, is it?
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Adrienne, thank you. Adrian did the Wednesday workout with me last night and pulled me along all the way, so thanks to him for doing that. That was a hard workout last night, but it wasn't as hard as I was expecting it might be. I got through it, so that was good. I was kind of half expecting to have to call it a day or, change the speed to slow it right down at some point, but thankfully I didn't have to. Clyde Finnemore wants a Zwift vest for Christmas. So 1 minute to go and then we'll be halfway. So just keep an eye on the time, make sure I hit exactly 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. And if I don't, I'm going to need to speed up a little bit in the second half. close to turning the fan on, actually. Right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're 4 seconds behind, so let's pump up this next kilometre, and that should gain us that extra 4 seconds. And let's put the fan on. Oh, level 21. Well done, Clive. Yeah, so you have to wait now. Now begins the long wait for new levels to come. So heart rate was increased quite a lot in that 5th kilometre, so I'm just going to quieten down for a minute and see if I can get that heart rate down even further. Nice, Stephen. Garmin 245 is a good watch. On the watch just gone, so 2 minutes 15 seconds behind. Half past 6, Ryan. You've got an hour or so for it to settle. Once it's eaten, you'll be all right. Look at that heart rate, 111, 12, 13. Let's keep it low. Of course, when I'm running outside, you know, I'm running on my own. I'm not talking to anyone. So, talking to you guys on here is creating a slightly false heart rate reading. If I wasn't talking at all, my heart rate probably would be overall a little bit lower. Yeah, step by step should be fairly comfortable, shouldn't it? If you're a new runner, or if you're an experienced runner but you'd like to go and join the step-by-step beginners group, that's on tonight, 7:45, I think. If you're experienced, you can up the incline a bit and run up a hill. While the less experienced just try and stick with the group leader very gentle, easy run at around about 8 kilometers an hour, is it? Ryan will be leading that tonight. Oh, me, yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, I should be staying below. I should be staying in zone 1, definitely. Although the other day I did a run on here and it was in zone 2 all the time. So it kind of depends on, you know, various, how tired you are, when you've eaten food, whether you've just had a hard workout a minute ago and you've just done, you know, a big effort. So there are lots of reasons why your heart rate might go up. Yeah, my run the other day was average 122 BPM. This should be average about 115 today, by the looks of it. Right, here we go to 36 minutes, should be 6k. There we go. So we'll go back down to 10 kph for the last 3-4 kilometers. Well, Ryan, how many miles do you do running a week? Because it's just volume and consistency. So I've been doing a minimum of 100 kilometers a week for at least 6 months now. So my heart rate has come down over that time. There you go. Yeah. So I'm doing twice as much as you per week. I'm doing 62 minimum, 62 miles a week. And anyone who wants to check that, my Strava is open for viewing. Just go and search for my name, search for my Strava account, and you can check back all my runs since the beginning of time. But yeah, certainly the last 6 months it's been pretty much 100k a week, and quite often a lot more for the last 6 months or so. So back end of the desert now. And Clive, Clive's does about the same as me, and your heart rate, actually, when we've been doing those climbing runs, your heart rate has been about the same as mine, hasn't it? I seem to remember. Yeah, go and check out my dodgy shortcuts on the Arc of Attrition. That's why they don't let me do it anymore, Ryan. Just ticked over to 6k on my watch. 2 minutes 40 seconds late. That's coming from the Stride Wind footpod. Stephen Smith's going for a 5k time trial on Saturday. Stephen, what time are you hoping for?
Right on!
Katusha, thank you very much. So heart rate settling again nice and low, 113, 114. Is that a new road on the right? Or have I turned, no, I've turned round. Yeah, we've seen that road before. In fact, the last time I ran past it, I thought it was a new road. Clive, did you do the jog? I didn't know that. I presume it was a virtual the jog, wasn't it? Yeah. The jog, for people who don't know, is Land's End to John O'Groats. So it's a very famous run in the UK from the southern tip of the UK, Land's End, to the northern tip of Scotland, John O'Groats. And you can do it the other way round as well. Joggle, John O'Groats to Land's End. Ryan Perring's going to do that. Nice. Good job, guys. So yeah, during our lockdown here, obviously real races weren't happening, and a lot of people have done virtual races, and the jog or joggle has been a very popular one amongst quite a few people. Right, that's 7 kilometres done, and we're about right, just about right on time. 42 minutes. So 3k to go. So we need to hit 48 minutes and 54 minutes and 1 hour. And we need to keep the heart rate below 120. Well, I tell you what. Good on your parents, though. My parents couldn't do it. My mum is 80, though, so... Excellent. Well, that'll be... If you can... Sub 20 is great, especially for somebody your age, Stephen. Well, you're 14, aren't you? So, yeah, that'd be awesome if you can get 1950. It'd be brilliant. Well done. Just don't give up in that last kilometre, okay? Don't give up. It'll hurt like hell. Just don't give up. Tina Beard did Land's End to John O'Groats as well. In June, well done to you. I thought you were having your dinner, Tina. Couldn't resist it, could she? She just loves a bit of my face on the screen. It's good to have you here, Tina. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. I am very much looking forward to my veggie burger coming up in about 20 minutes' time. Now, you're going to do great, Stephen.
Right on.
Accurate, thank you. Yeah, those Chinese takeaways do tend to disappear fairly rapidly, don't they? I'm so hungry now. Absolutely starving. Heart rate's still looking good though. Still in zone 1, nice and easy, relaxed running. Building lots of mitochondria. Building lots of capillaries. Storing oxygen. Delivering it to the right place efficiently. So that when we do go quick, we have lots of oxygen and lots of storage space and a very efficient energy burning system to get us through quick runs and long runs as well. A lot of people think if you're going to run fast, you need to train fast. Not necessarily the case. Certainly it'll work. You do a lot of fast running. You're going to be used to running fast. When it comes to running races, you'll run fast. But it's a risky situation because doing all that quick running is liable to leave you prone to injury. And you won't be able to do a lot of mileage because you'll be so tired. Running this way, slightly more efficient. You're able to do lots of long miles and still keep it nice and slow, but you are actually building more mitochondria and you are honing your energy system more than if you were doing the zone 3 running. And so when it comes to fast running, you're still able to pull it out of the bag. You still do have to do your anaerobic efforts though. You still need to do 1 or 2 or 3 fast runs a week, but they need to be extra fast, so faster than your race pace. So like the interval workout I did yesterday, that was one of my tough efforts that I do. I do 1 or 2, maybe maximum 3 of them a week. Yeah, Ryan says that was me. Flat out running every week eventually catches up with you. Leo seems to be able to cope with it. He does flat out running all the time. And you know, it works for some people. But yeah, eventually you just get so tired and you can get injured. Right, here we go with 8 kilometers coming up now. 48 minutes, so 10 seconds to go. There we go, heart rate, average heart rate 116. Just a tiny bit behind, so let's just push it up a bit more. Sally Henry says she's training for a sub 35k. Yeah, so just do lots of long runs really slowly. You know, so your heart rate is really low. If you do use heart rate, zones 1 and 2. Try not to go into zone 3. But then once or twice a week, do an all-out effort. Short interval runs, you know, interval training or hill training, where you absolutely blast it and you try and get into the top end of zone 4, maybe even zone 5 if you can. But only do a short number of them a week, like 1 or 2, maximum 3 of those a week. Really hard efforts. Vidar says the quality on Twitch is really good, but when I have it on my phone full screen, I don't get to see the whole screen. Oh, interesting. Ryan says the day it fell apart for him was on the London Marathon, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not what you want, is it? Right, I'm just going to be quiet again for a couple of minutes, just to get my heart rate down. Sally, just a bit more advice about your sub 30 attempt. I said I was going to be quiet, didn't I? I just can't resist it, can I? Don't go off too fast. So for a sub 30-minute 5k, you're doing 10 kilometers an hour, which is 6 minutes per kilometer. So you need to be going, just for safety, 5 minutes 58 per kilometer, just a little bit faster, tiny bit faster than your goal pace. Don't be tempted to go off any quicker than that. The idea about bagging miles early or bagging distance early to get it in the bag while you're feeling good will come back to haunt you in the latter stages of a race. So if you intend to do a sub 35k, you need to hit 2.5k in 15 minutes, 14:50 at the earliest. Don't be tempted to go off too quickly just to bag those miles, but then in the last 2k, if you're feeling good, then you can push it. Or just do what Ryan does and bag those miles and never learn. Yeah. Right, I am being quiet for 2 minutes now. Thank you, Clive. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's one really good thing about the treadmill, isn't it? It does make you disciplined. And that's partly what these runs are about as well. Disciplining you to run even splits, steady splits throughout. Right, coming up to 9k now. Here we go. There's 54 minutes. So we are ahead of the curve now, so I just need to slow down a little bit. I kept it on 10.1 for too long. Clive was trying to tell me. So last kilometre. Yeah, Tina said that progressive running on the treadmill has made her more disciplined. And yeah, that's another good one as well. So even splits or faster in the second half. So gradually speeding up. So the second half of your run is always quicker than the first half. So 5 minutes to go. Thanks very much for sticking with me, by the way. I know it hasn't been the most thrilling 10 kilometres you've ever seen. Ryan Perring says he's finally nearing his Pursuit of Happiness badge. If you don't know what that is, so you get achievement badges for running on Zwift, and some of those achievement badges are for completing certain routes on Zwift. Some of them are for going at a particular speed, and some of them are for completing certain distances. And Pursuit of Happiness is 1,000 miles run on Zwift, not in one go, overall. So Ryan is getting near to 1,000 miles on Zwift. Nice one. Victoria did fine. The workout that she did was a bit of a strange one. It was called I Race Like a Girl, and it was a woman-only event. But the workout was programmed badly. It was supposed to be 6 reps, or intervals, I don't know, Jeff Partridge, what the correct terminology is these days. And so yeah, it was supposed to be 6 reps and it was only 5, and it was a lot slower than it should have been, really. But she did fine. We upped the pace quite a lot. I don't know, Etana. I mean, hopefully it won't happen again. I'm assuming it was just a glitch and it'll be alright. Ryan Perring says it's taken 25 months from when I joined Zwift to getting to 1,000 miles. No, Sarah Jacobson, not 1,000 miles in one run. You crazy woman. Clive Finnimore is on 868 miles on Zwift. Nice one. But none of us are anywhere near the 2 people at the top. Marcus Holmes, well over 10,000 kilometres on Zwift. Right, 2 minutes to go.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Nearly at the end now. Okay, so 10,000 kilometres in total since joining Strava in 2014. Ryan, nice one. I've no idea what I'm at. Suppose I could look. I haven't got my phone here. Never mind. Right. 35 seconds, and then we're going to stop this shenanigans and go and have a burger. I will share all this data with you guys once I've got enough runs. Ten seconds, here we go. There we go. I've taken my emergency stop button out. There we go, right. So 10k done in just over an hour, a couple of seconds over an hour. My watch My watch has stopped on 1 hour and 2 seconds. Let's see how far it thinks I've done. 9.33, which is bang on what it usually says, pretty much. So the Stride Footpod has measured 9.33 kilometers, and Zwift has measured 10 kilometers. Heart rate averaging, looks like heart rate is going to be averaging about 115 beats per minute. So that's good. Enjoyable run. Thank you very much for all your chat, everybody. Lots of comments on Twitch, because Twitch, as we now know, Twitch has top quality video experience, much better than Facebook, and a little bit better than YouTube. So do please go and have a look at Twitch, and while you're there, subscribe to that Twitch channel. I'm getting closer to what's called partnership, Twitch partner or something. Anyway, there we go. Right, yeah, no, it is a long way off, Ryan. But it's always that. It's always, when you run on the treadmill, the stride wind is always miles off. It's a good, what is that, 70 metres or so, 700 metres or so out. When you run outdoors, it's around about 180, 170, 180 metres out. When you run in, the other day actually, running outdoors, it was 200 metres out, so it's not even consistent with itself a lot of the time. But yeah, outdoors around about 180 metres out, indoors usually about 700 metres out. Sometimes less, maybe, sometimes about 500 metres out. All the best, Atana. Take care, buddy. 83 followers on Twitch, apparently. Okay. Right, Clive, yeah, see you next time. I'm going for my burger. So I will see you all tomorrow. We'll do something tomorrow. Probably the Zwift Academy Run workout number 6 tomorrow. So take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.